and Ran.
Football's the best. Football will always be the king.
Which is a great transition into dumb football questions.
Here we go.
You can always submit them via the YouTube comment section. No football question is too dumb to make it to the show here. So we'll see how many we can get through. You guys, we do 10, 15 minutes, and then
I'm good. I got a while still.
Okay.
I got to eat though, so give me like 20 minutes.
So I will say, let's start with this one. From, is it? I don't know. I can't even pronounce this. The NI9146. Well, it's
careful.
I don't want to cancel myself here.
Can we not cancel ourselves, please?
Easy,
there was a G in there. I just don't want to.
Nope.
So he says the
From
NFC,
this name.
NFC North odds don't make any sense to me. According to most platforms, he lists FanDuel, but there's other platforms that do like the projections. Lions, Packers, Bears, and Vikings in that order. Do you actually consider the Bears to be a legitimate threat to do damage in 2025? And also, why are the Vikings in last?
Yes, I do. Well, I think they're in last, number one, because you have an unproven quarterback.
You have no idea what your quarterback.
So everyone's going to go, we don't know what's going to happen, so we're going to put you last. But of course the Bears moved up. Did you not just see what they did at the core of their offensive line? Thuney, Dahlman, Jonah Jackson. At the same time, you got Grady Jarrett on the defensive line. Like, dude, they went out and made moves, and they have killer pieces on the offensive side of the ball. Defense really wasn't that big of an issue for them last year. It was just the offense couldn't do shit. And we broke how many games where we were like, man, they had the entire game to score 3 points, and they couldn't even do that. Like, it was horrible.
Yeah, and Ben Johnson at the helm, too, makes a completely different.
Super exciting.
Totally different.
Of course it is.
He was at Michigan's Pro Day, and I was like, who is that guy? And I was like, oh, shit, that's Ben Johnson.
Listen. Did he have him running like hook and laterals and shit?
Nothing will beat the time, and I won't say where we were, but you were like, don't turn around. Mike McDaniels is right behind you. And I turned around, and I didn't see him, and I was like, where? And you were like, look down.
Look down.
And I looked down, and I swear to God, he was shorter than Johnny.
He was also
shorter than Johnny.
Dude, yeah. Michigan's Pro Day had some heavy,
I'm sure it was busting, dude.
Heavy hitters at it.
Uh-oh.
But, the Vikings are in last because what is J.J. McCarthy?
We're not sure yet.
Is he Caleb Williams? Is he C.J. Stroud from a couple of years ago where he's going to come and light the world on fire? Or is he going to be a disaster? There is no telling. And you can't rank them ahead of quarterbacks that are proven starters in the division because that is the sole reason why. And you can say we're Viking haters, whatever, but
that's just the truth.
That's just the truth. You're only as good as your trigger man in this league. I don't care how good this roster is.
Well, we're not haters.
J.J. McCarthy goes out there and starts throwing interceptions. You're going to lose football games. That's just the way it works.
But to be fair, like, we're not being haters because I am one of the biggest JJ fans because I believe he's going to have a great career. Like, we've seen him from college and we're like, oh, this system fits. Like, I
love him now. I didn't love him coming out of college, but I'm all in now.
I started to love him when people started to break down more of his film, and he started to become more of an accurate quarterback. And all of a sudden, it was like those passes that probably thought were a problem weren't such an issue. But at some point, you have to, as a fan, be like, listen, we're all in on this guy. Because then what's the point of drafting him so high?
Correct.
What's the point of taking this guy so high if you're just going to be like, wow, we should bring somebody else in just in case. Like, no, we are all in. We throw everything in on this basket. We're going heavy on it. But at the same time, to the rest of the world, nobody knows what you are. So you have to prove yourself before you can jump any of those other teams.
Did you see who the Vikings' latest backup quarterback conversation was? Who they talked to a couple days ago?
Ryan Tannehill.
Ryan Tannehill.
Yes.
Took a year off last year. I think he was still in his QB1 feelings last year and wasn't ready to.
I still don't like it here. I don't know that if I've ever really liked him as a quarterback, and I don't really see him as a proven backup. But I said that about Sam Darnold, so I could be blown away again. I mean, KOC, he is dazzling too, man. He is so tall, and he's always got this smile, and you're always like, how could you be mad at this guy? He's so cool, so cool.
Yeah.
I love the family room in there.
This is
I'm waiting to see what's happening.
The upstairs office isn't the.
Did somebody get put in timeout with you?
No,
are you in the timeout room?
The upstairs. No, I'm in my bedroom, and it's not where I ever want to be.
Oh, you are in the timeout room.
Yeah, I'm in the timeout. This is where when I get sent to my room. This is where I go.
Okay,
she came in so pissed. She didn't even acknowledge you.
So I changed my socks, and you're in here talking about Ryan.
You're always in my way. God.
Been walking through standing water for 3 days. Okay, Uncle Snotty says, will AI ever take over play calling or at least be used as an aid for play calling in games?
I don't think there's enough time.
Not in play calling, but I do think it's going to change scouting.
I agree.
It's going to make scouting way simpler.
Easy.
right?
So easy.
You're going to be able to plug into ChatGPT or Grok or whatever you want to use and be like, hey, break down all of the third down blitz tendencies from the Green Bay Packers for the last 2 seasons.
Yep. Here comes all your numbers.
Right? Like, hey, tell me all the times that the strong safety lined up on different levels than the free safety when they were in cover 2. Like that type of stuff is going to change the game when it comes to cut-ups and scouting and the whole
Save so
piece
much
there.
time. So much time.
I don't think ChatGPT or AI at this point in time could be a play caller because, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm underestimating what AI can actually do. But like the flow of a game, the personnel decisions, who's in, who's out, who runs this play well, who doesn't, that's such a human error element that I don't know if AI can do that yet, but maybe I'm just totally underestimating what AI can and can't.
Dude, there's going to be an AI version of O-line committee in 6 months,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, just wait.
They're going to watch all our episodes and be like, I could talk better than these morons.
I mean, honestly, I think, and this is going to sound weird, but I wouldn't even trust AI over a coach that's been doing it for 10 years. I mean, those coaches are so good at calling plays and they're so quick. And that's where I think it's going to become a problem because while, yes, you might be able to figure out the timing issue, it's going to be so much more work to ask AI what play to run instead of just asking a coach. Because you're going to be like, hey, Brian, what play you want to run? He's going to be like, hey, let's go scat right, twins, down. And all of a sudden, you're going to be typing it into ChatGPT. What play should we run? We're 3rd and 15 on first goal. Like, you're just so much going on.
I think it'll be more automated, though.
Yeah.
Than
Whether
that.
you're asking or
I think
even
it's going to
then,
be one of those things like, have you seen that commercial for like the deaf quarterback and they put like the little little thing in his
that's
helmet?
insane.
Right? And they're like, that's going to be where it's like scanning. All right, run this play. Right? That's what it will eventually, if the AI does get involved.
And, dude,
Or someone up in the roof's going to have like the AI cam that's going to look at the defense, and you're going to have, until there's 15 seconds left on the shot clock, be like, looks like they're in cover 2, blitz on this way, call this play, then go.
And
that's
it'll
where
take
AI
into
can
account
change it.
the current conditions, because right now NFL has this next gen tracking system right now.
Which is awesome.
You can track like how fast guys are running. You can everyone during practice, hey, you've got like the whatchamacallit,
GPS, yeah, the
vest and
catapult
stuff, the catapult system. So you'll be in if now the NFL would have to green light all of this, and that's
which they
where,
would never.
because you can't even watch live film on the sidelines right now, so they would draw lines. But imagine if the NFL had a system that put together. Here's a.
Did she hear us?
No, but she's just not happy that I'm here. So
I told you I knew it. You're always in my fucking way. Dude, I knew she was mad by the way she walked in. I've seen that look before. Everybody looked down. Just look down. She's not here. Just look down.
All I can do now is put on a brave face.
Yeah. This is a good time for AI Jeremiah, actually, to replace real life Jeremiah.
Yep.
Let's go to the next dumb football question from Max. How do you guys like being extraordinarily large humans?
Thank you.
I like it. I mean,
love it.
I do wish that at times there are certain moments in my life that I'm like, I hate being this big. One of which is on an airplane. Like being on an airplane and sitting not in first class like Alex always does, so you can go ahead and hit him for a big baller. But like sitting back with the peasants, it's not enjoyable when you're sitting there and you're just squished like this. Or every flight you ever get on is, oh, watch your head, sir. Thank you. I'm well aware. I've been on an airplane before, right? Or in cars, traveling really. But then I go to like a concert and I'm like, ugh, why would you even go to a concert if you're under 6 foot? Like just to stare into the back of someone else's head, like just watching the concert through someone's shoulders. Like then I'm like, yeah, this is the best. Like I never want to be. So it definitely it has its ups and downs.
Agreed. I love being big just because everyone kind of knows you as a big guy. It sucks when you be really big and then you lose a lot of weight and people are like, what happened? Are you okay? Are you sick?
Do you have cancer?
Dude, it's the worst. I really do think being big is one of the coolest things. But I agree with Jay. There are times where you're like, especially when like the sneakers app does a drop and the last size is like a men's 15 and you're like, fuck, I just missed the cutoff by one size.
No.
Oh my God, if I was just one size short. Dude, it's the worst. It sucks.
It's great. Being 5'7" 3/4 is fantastic.
Well,
really.
you know what? To be honest, you guys live such a better life. You can shop way easier than we can ever. Because if something doesn't carry a tall size, we're fucked.
Yeah.
And at the same time, if it's not tall and you wash it at least twice, you're fucked. At the same time, like, it's not easy getting in and out of cars. It's not easy going through doorways at times. The fucking airplane sucks. There's never enough food. Like, it sucks being a big guy. It's the worst. But it's
I
the
love
best.
the legroom
It's
on
the
airplanes.
best.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's great.
The looks you get when you're coming down the aisle and you're like, that's me. And it's like, not my fault, dude.
Please keep walking. Please keep walking.
Yeah,
Everyone's
keep
like,
walking.
please don't sit next to me. The best is when I'm in first class. I'm like, I'm right there. And they're like, seriously, show me your ticket. Do I look that big of a hobo? Fuck yourself.
Let's see here. Nick says, other than money, what might a free agent and the agent for a player consider when looking at new teams?
And money's not driven. I mean,
money is like the biggest part of it,
money's the
obviously.
biggest
Weather.
driver. Yeah, I mean,
Taxes.
winning a championship, right? If you've already gotten your bag,
Taxes. Yeah.
right? If you've
Taxes
already
are big
gotten paid, and you're like, hey, listen, I'm Will Fries. I made my 4 for 77 or whatever it was, 5 for 77. We didn't win a Super Bowl. I've got 1 or 2 years left. Who's the number 1 team in the NFL right now?
Right.
How do I get on that team? Right? How do I get onto the New England? That's like what people did with the New England Patriots back in the day, right? When I think it was Jason Long signed a 1-year deal with them, just kept signing 1-year deals with them. Vince Wilfork went over for a year,
Yeah.
right? Randy Moss went over for a year. Like, everyone was just trying to get themselves a ring.
That's all
And
you
so
want.
if money's not the issue, then you're definitely ring chasing. And then if it's, hey, I know I'm not going to get on the best team, then it goes into, where do I want to live? Where's the taxes going to not absolutely rake me over the coals, right? All that stuff plays a factor.
I would agree. If it's not, I mean, honestly, everyone's 1 and 2
Everyone's
can switch.
money-driven.
But it's money driven, and then it's championship driven, and then after that, it's taxes and weather. And after that, it's like, can I just get a fucking job? I'm not going to be a beggar. I'm here to play. Like, you're like, I'll do anything.
Where did Zeitler went to the Titans or the?
Yeah.
I was a little surprised.
Yeah, Titans.
Why?
Because they have no chance to win a Super Bowl, and he doesn't
0
have
shot.
one,
Once
right?
again.
Like, that's one of those where, I don't know, maybe just want to spend a year in Nashville because it's kind of fun.
Why not? Oh,
Yeah.
He's getting cooked. He's
I'm
getting
not- I'm
cooked.
fine.
She
She's
is.
not that
She
mad at
is.
me. She's not
She's
that mad
fucking
at me.
pissed. She's pissed
not
at
that
me.
mad.
She's mad at me.
No, I mean, I was surprised. Sorry, I thought I was going to get hit. I mean, I was surprised. I was surprised he went to the Titans for. I mean, there's teams like the Bengals out there who I thought might try and get him scooped up for one. I mean, they ended up signing Lucas Patrick, right? I think a lot of it. I didn't see the numbers on it, but what did he get paid? Did you see the numbers on it? 1 year for
7,
7.
something
So
like
I
that.
mean, I think that's even a little low. I was expecting him to get like a 1 year 8 or 9, honestly.
it might have
But
been.
Nashville's not a bad place to live.
Not at all.
Like
No
not
taxes.
bad, and no state income tax. Nashville's nice and warm, and yeah, I was just in Nashville. Great city.
Is there okay? Here's a question. I've been to Nashville 3 times. They're all for like work conferences at the Opryland Hotel, whatever. But I always spend like 1 or 2 nights on Broadway Street, where you can pop into any bar, eat barbecue, listen to some of the best musicians that are just trying to make a buck. Is there other fun things to do in Nashville besides just get drunk on Broadway Street?
Well, my buddy King Dunlap, who will be joining the show, he lived out there, and he's like, you want to go out? And I was like, yeah, let's go out and have a couple of drinks. He's like, we're not going to Broadway. I was like, sure, right? It's like those people that like live in Vegas. They're like, I hate the Strip.
The Strip,
right?
yeah,
Like
okay.
he hates Broadway, and he took me to like one of his like spots, right? The normal spot. It was called Mother's Ruin. Like, and we just hung out there, and there was people in and out, and there wasn't live music. It was just a bar, and he's like, this is where we like to go, like, as the locals. But as far as other stuff there, I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of outdoor activities to do there. I mean, it's Tennessee. There's a bunch of different stuff going on. So, I don't know. I'd imagine that it's a fun place to live. There's a lot of retired guys that still live out there.
There's a lot of
retired.
Hutch
North
still-
Carolina,
Steve Hutchinson still out there?
Charlotte, and Tennessee have like really high population of
Huge
retired players.
populations. Most of the old linemen I talk to are like, I'm in Nashville, and I'm like, why? Like taxes, like, and it's beautiful all year. And I was like, okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
Hard to
whiskey.
argue.
Let's do a couple more here before Jay gets thrown down the steps and
Oh, he's definitely getting his ass beat.
I gotta go
tonight.
eat. Yeah, one more. I gotta go eat.
do one more. Okay, let's do. Okay, you know what? You guys already brought his name up, and there was 3 different questions wanting you guys to talk about Moritz Bohringer I don't know why.
I'll let Jay talk about
people
him.
are asking about it. So he was the German wide receiver.
Yeah.
That the league really wanted someone to draft this German wide receiver phenom.
Wait,
So the
just a
Vikings took
sixth-round
a 6th-round pick on Moritz Bohringer.
He was gangly as shit. He was long. I remember he was
super awkwardly like
long.
gangly.
Like I remember seeing him, and then I was looking at Diggs, and I was looking at him, and I was like, "What is going on?"
One of these things is not like the other.
And then I look at Treadwell, and I look at Diggs, and I look at Moritz, and I'm like, "Okay, one of these things is definitely not going to make it here." But who would have known it was Treadwell? I was kidding. Totally kidding.
I mean,
not.
I remember the first time like he tried to run a route against an NFL corner and just got like bodied at the line of scrimmage. Like
I think it was
couldn't
Terrence
get
Newman
off.
too. Fucked him up.
It would have been someone just bodied him at the line of scrimmage. He wasn't ready for this pace and the skill level of the NFL. I don't care where you come from, even if it's the UFL. Right? There is nothing like the first time you walk on an NFL field and you realize like I am with the best of the freaking best, right? Like and when you get out there and if you're not ready, like I remember not being ready and coming from a starting 4 years in college and at a Big Ten program. I couldn't imagine the learning curve coming from Germany where I had a buddy who actually played for the Germany Unicorns, right? He went over there out of college. He played at Kearney. He played in Kearney, right? He went over there and he's like, dude, like we get into halftime, dudes are lighting up cigs, right? Like beers are flowing after.
It's like
practice.
Super Bowl I, dude.
Like Das Boot.
Yeah,
Right?
it's like he called it an intramural program. He's like, dude, it was like playing intramurals. Like these dudes, and he just tore the entire league up.
How much do they get paid over there?
Like peanuts, dude. Not.
Is it worth it though? They
No,
put you up for free, right?
Yeah, they put you up, and if you want to go live in like Germany or
I
Switzerland,
would have done that.
I think it'd be cool.
I would
but-
have.
Are you thinking about it?
Absolutely.
One more go around here.
but
I
buddy?
will fucking
he
go
said
right
he
now.
said he
Munich?
remembers his first practice. He came in and they were like, "Oh, good practice, boys." And he was like, "Okay, I see where we're at and what we're doing." So, like coming from that into a Mike Zimmer run OTAs, he was probably scared to death, dude. And he spoke very little English. Like his English was not great, right? And they're trying to be like, "No, cover 2, you convert to a post." And he's like, "I don't." Like, no, and if it's cover 4, you convert to a hitch.
Mobo run deep.
Right?
Yeah, just
I don't.
Hey, to be fair, Terrence Newman.
The Steins?
Steins?
Ja,
Das
Steins.
Boots. Dude, Terrence Newman worked with him a lot to try and get him better, to be fair.
He did, yeah. We tried. I mean, we did our best, but we knew early on this experiment wasn't gonna work.
No.
and the Vikings had to know that. I can't imagine. I'm sure Goodell or someone puts out a memo going into day 3 of the draft that it is strongly encouraged that we, from a marketing standpoint.
I just remember being like, oh, glad it wasn't no lineman.
Oh yeah,
that was my first thought. I was like, oh, it wasn't a
we would have
6th round
killed
pick
him in
lineman.
that room. God, that's
So
hilarious.
it worked out.
It's all right. Jay's got to go slosh around in some standing water. Boonie's got to go count the days until he can put a dip and some caffeine in his body.
Listen, no, we're moving on. We're becoming more sophisticated. We're making gyros tonight. Let's go.
Some little
Steak
gyro.
gyro.
Euro?
Yeah.
You mean a euro?
This fucking guy. Can't take him anywhere.
This is America here, Jay. Okay, they're gyro.
Euros, fucking cares. You know exactly what I'm making. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
Sophisticated.
going right
my
now.
ass.
You can't have any.
Later.
Click that like button, the subscribe button. This is the O-Line Committee.